Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22.
The drive starts with a carry by Corum. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Set! 180!
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakula.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
From the 50, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Corum.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Up the right sideline
as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Right back to Jeanty on first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He was tackled at the 46.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Jeanty.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Jeanty.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Throwing his dart. They'll get this out to Jeanty.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Jeanty
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Raiders go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Rams nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And shutting him off down on the field. And out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let it get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Ready. 180.
Here's Stafford.
Going right back to Fant.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Corum.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
9 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
From the gun, a give to Corum.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Sergeant, the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Noah Fant from 3 yards out.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They go play action with Dart. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. Now he's free at the 35.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Rams 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And just shutting him off there.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
35-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. And this throw will be intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Intercepted. Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Stafford. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Rams, first down.
21.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw, Dart. High and able to make the catch downfield.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Jeanty
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
3rd and 8. Now Stafford's going to move him around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Again, it's Stafford.
To the right side and intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua
As the first half is winding down.
and the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looking to throw, dart.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play action now. Dart. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To the air, Dart.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Stafford. to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7-yard gain.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw is Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To the air again, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shot down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
33-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Here's Dart. That's caught by Tucker.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10.
On the toss, Genty to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing his Dart. That one finds Hyatt.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Smith. They'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
To throw now, Dart. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on second down, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard
Up the middle, here's Corum. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Monday. Red 80.
Here's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
Rams 23. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Breaks through the contact. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Smith up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the give, Genty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Now a toss, left side, Genty.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
152 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Second and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
31. Rams 23.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
He'll get this out to Genty.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, Genty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll go again with Genty.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers,
57 yards.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Rams 30.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 60!
From the 50, it's Stafford. He hits Adams, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here's 1st down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught here by Adams.
For the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 167 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Genty. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading